Buying your first home can be intimidating. Do you know the pitfalls to avoid? Hi, I'm Stephanie Lankowski, and I sell residential real estate with Taylor Allen Properties in Destin, Florida. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 mistakes that first-time home buyers make, because I don't want you to make one of them. The first mistake that new home buyers make is buying more home than they can afford. Look, I'm speaking from experience here. I did it. It is a miserable feeling to be house poor. Nobody wants to stay tied to a really strict budget, especially when you're probably in a stage of life where things are changing for your family. Your family's probably growing and you're on more than likely a fixed income. So how do you avoid that? Well, financial advisors suggest that you probably shouldn't spend more than 25% of your monthly take-home pay on a monthly mortgage. So that's a good baseline. I'm really going to encourage you to sit with your budget. I want you to look at a couple months of expenses. And the hardest thing for me is I don't want you to be that person who's super optimistic. I don't want you to use the smallest month of spending. I want you to use your most expensive month as your month of spending and then base your budget off of that. Again, nobody likes being house poor. The second mistake that first-time home buyers often make is only talking to one lender. So your mortgage lender, when you take out a loan for your home, for your mortgage, is the single largest financial investment that you're going to make. Get some recommendations. So we want you to go off of first-hand recommendations by someone who's either used this or a realtor or someone in the community that has used this mortgage lender. Secondly, we want you to get at least talking to 3 lenders. After you talk to 3 lenders, we want you to compare. We want you to compare their fees, their rates, their timeliness, their effective communication, and most importantly, we want you to feel like they have your best interest at heart, because you're going to need to trust them. They are helping you make one of your longest term financial commitments that you're going to have. I mean, 30-year home mortgage, this guy, this lady, they're setting it up for you. The third mistake that new home buyers make often is draining their savings. So financial advisors advise typically that you keep 4 to 6 months worth of your income in an emergency savings account. This is not intended to be your down payment on your home. It's not meant to be your closing cost. I'm sorry, ladies, it is not meant for that new living room furniture set. Keep that emergency savings for the unexpected loss of income. For instance, like we all saw with the pandemic, where so many people had to make their savings stretch. Keep that in your bank. Don't put that a part of your new home budget. Mistake number 4 that new home buyers often make is not accounting for hidden expenses. So what I'm talking about is, oh my gosh, I know I need to pay for utilities and set up utilities, but I didn't realize I was going to have to put a deposit down. Those can sometimes be upwards of $300 just to get your electricity going or your internet, which good Lord knows that we need, right? Here in Florida, it's very important to have a termite bond. So setting that termite bond up, you may have accounted for the monthly expenses, but did you account for the initial setup fee? There are a lot of unexpected hidden expenses. Some of the not so fun ones that I've gotten to do lately are my dishwasher broke. Ugh. And my insulation needs to be redone in my attic. That's not glamorous. Nobody wants to pay money for that, but I still need to have it. Again, that is not your emergency savings. Mistake number 5 that new home buyers often make is making home improvements too soon. I know, look, that frustrates me too, because I get in a house and I have all these ideas, but the truth of the matter is, what I've learned with experience is that if I get into a house, I find that it operates in a different way than I thought when I just walked through it for the couple of inspections and the initial walkthrough. When I actually live in it, I get a different vision that's better and is going to suit my household for the long term. So don't rush into those home improvements. I understand there's a few that you're going to want to make, like carpet and flooring. Cool, go for those, but don't be moving walls, taking out windows, changing major structure of the house until you've lived in it for a bit. So mistake number 6 that is often found by first-time home buyers is not recognizing that your insurance, your homeowner's insurance, may in fact change year to year. So that homeowner's insurance is included in your escrow. It's going to be in your monthly mortgage payment, but you renew it each year with your individual insurance agency company, and it often goes up a couple $100s each year. So if you've set your budget to a finite dollar amount, just be prepared. Next year, it could go up by almost $25. And that can add up. So mistake number 7 that new home buyers often make is not recognizing that their property tax is going to increase in the second year, well, first year that you own the house. So when you buy the house, the property tax is based on what the previous homeowner paid for the home. After you purchase the home for a new price, that value of the house is going to increase. The property tax appraiser is going to come out in your first year of owning that home. They're going to reassess the value based on what you paid for it, and your property tax is going to go up. You need to be prepared for this in your budget. Go to the property tax appraiser's website, find your millage rate for your property tax, and use the value of what you paid for your home, and figure out what that will look like in your monthly payment next year. Thanks for watching these first-time home buyer tips. We want you to be successful. Don't rush this process. Take your time, use your resources, and do your homework. If you found this video to be helpful, consider watching this playlist, Things to Know When Buying a Home. See you next week.